Hey guys, I just wanted to put this in really quick. Make sure to subscribe and most importantly, turn on those notifications. We're going to have a lot more SBRs and suppressors on the channel here relatively soon and just some more exciting content. So consider subscribing and enjoy the video. Jace here is sponsoring another video, letting us talk about the Huxwrx 556K Flow, why he did buy the 556K, and then eventually at a later time I definitely want to do a video on his M4 build. It is just absolutely gorgeous. It's just fucking kitted. So anyway, I guess my first question, why the Huxwrx 556K?
So the 556K, I went with it because it's a flow through, so the gases, I mean, it's got the baffles inside of it, but the gases flow through all the way through the entire end of the muzzle. It's got a bunch of cuts in the front, so the gases, I believe, go out of it.
Yep.
And I just wanted to see what the flow through technology was all about. I've heard really good things about it. It's obviously a K can, so it's a little smaller can. Eventually this suppressor is on my M4 right now, but I'm gonna swap it out to another gun later. But I like the compact, part of the K cans. They're pretty nice. It makes them very light, which is obviously a benefit. It's not, you don't notice it that much on a suppressor on the end of it. I mean, especially when you have as much stuff on a rifle as I do.
Yeah, I think that's like one thing, like now that I'm like in the suppressor game, like everyone talks about like heavy and light, but at the end of the day, really, like it's so hard for me to like notice the difference.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, you're talking 1 or 2 ounces sometimes, so it's not a huge difference, especially when you add all sorts of.
Yeah, when you have your ACOGs, your lights, like what's another fucking 13 ounces?
Right.
So it's very minute. I think when people get between, I think there's obviously a purpose, like when you go like titanium and stainless steel and durability, heat, like, oh, that's good stuff. But like when you have a fucking full kitted 16 here, it's very hard to tell the extra.
Yeah, the extra
13 ounces.
Exactly. Yeah.
One thing I do have to mention with the 556K is it comes with their flash hider, so I guess that's why the expensive price point is, I believe, what is it, 1,300?
I think so.
MSRP. Yeah. It's a very expensive can, so we're very grateful for having Jace to sponsor this video.
Waste my money.
Yeah, he can afford. I cannot. Anyway, as you can probably tell, probably right before we kind of get into all this, just the way it sounds, I'm actually very impressed.
Ready?
Yep. Holy fuck. I think there's some other like really good videos out there talking about the internals of this and the way it's designed. It's just it holds the gas as long as possible to cool it, and then it'll obviously flow through. So pretty impressed. We'll have to actually eventually do some nighttime shooting with it, just because it's it has that flash hider and built-in end cap that's a flash hider.
Right.
So that's something we'll have to do at the classified location.
Yeah. That's when we get $10,000 nods on our helmets and stuff, though.
Yeah. Then we get some real experimenting. But is there anything else you wanted to like kind of tell the people?
I mean, no. It's I think the flow-through technology is very good. I have a bunch of other suppressors that don't have the flow-through, and I notice it from kind of a recoil standpoint, is that it does feel very smooth comparatively. The sound, obviously, like we said, it's a little bit louder. It's a K configuration too, as opposed to my other cans that I have.
Regular size.
Right, and that makes total sense why it would just be a little bit louder. But otherwise, I mean, first shots and everything, I was very impressed with that. I mean, recoil was nice. The sound is nice. I mean, here you should probably have hearing protection, obviously, when you're shooting suppressed.
I don't think it's hearing safe by any means, but definitely takes the edge off. 2 more things I wanted to kind of tell the people. One thing that I really have to mention. Obviously, this is the first time shooting it today, and I unfortunately wasn't able to record it right away, but I think there was no first round pop, or it's very like minimal. It was really hard for me to actually hear that, and I think that's just because it's not your traditional baffle. And the other thing is, and I'll put a clip here, is there's literally no gas coming out of the bolt here. Like, it's actually insane and very cool technology.
So picking off of what he just said, with that, you know, there's no gas coming out. The other day when we were shooting, we had my other suppressor, and I got an RMR at a 45-degree cant off the side of this thing. So when I aimed down the sight, the gas port is, you know, right in my face. You know, and when we shot the other can, I felt it right on my face every single time. It wasn't bad. I have, you know, glasses on and everything, so obviously it was fine. But I could just feel that gas expelling through the rifle and at me. But this one, I honestly, I felt no gas coming back, and that's a huge bonus. I mean, not that everyone's gonna be shooting their gun at a 45-degree can. You know, I put a RMR just so it'd be, you know, fun, because my my 4x32 ACOG that I got on there, that doesn't, you know, you can pick up closer shot, or, you know, close shots, but
Your
more
CQC,
for right, exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, but when you do have it at that 45, you don't feel as much gas coming back as your traditional baffle style suppressors do. So that's an also added bonus, I think, to the whole setup. But it also depends on your whole setup of what you've got on your rifle and everything. But that's just another little quirk that you could.
Yeah. Regarding the price point, it's kind of. I understand these are investments, and that's the way you have to look at when you're buying, you know, said suppressors or whatever research you do. I'm very curious to get the Silencer Co. Velios low back pressure can. That would be a really good comparison now that we have the 556K. I believe the Velios is a hair longer, but regardless, I think it'd be such a cool can to kind of compare, and like regarding, you know, blowback and just gas at the bolt carrier, excuse me. But I think just, price point, it's a lot of money. I guess, Jace, you tell the people, you think it's worth it so far?
I think it's, I mean, in initial shots compared to the other ones, I think I've only got 5 suppressors-ish, you know, whatever. But
he's being modest.
But yeah, right, no, but honestly, I think it's kind of an investment, but it's also nice to, you know, hearing safe. It helps with recoil a little bit, and it's just kind of, I mean, they just kind of look cool.
You can shoot longer too, because your ears aren't hurting with your ear.
Right, exactly. But I mean, it's just it's just another type of muzzle that you can add on to make it look a little bit more, you know, fun. I guess, you know. Yeah. For all of our Call of Duty players out there, you know, everybody likes putting suppressors on their stuff.
Yeah, makes it quiet.
But, you know, it's just, I think it's definitely worth it. The price is what it is. You can't do much about it.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
If you're definitely looking at suppressors, I would definitely look at picking up one of these. I've seen outstanding reviews from other, you know, more professional shooters and stuff, and that's why I kind of went with this one. And I looked at the price, and I saw the reviews, and I was like, it's probably worth it at the end of the day if all the, you know, professional shooters and like military guys are saying, you know, to look at them. So
to mention is, if you're looking for optimal suppression, this can is just not going to be it. I've seen tremendous good reviews on the Surefire RC2s. That's something if you want, you know, great suppression. This is more if you just don't want to tune your rifle, so obviously adjustable gas block, or just adding a buffer weight to your tube. So,
which I do have an adjustable gas block on here, but I adjusted it on my other suppressor, and we threw this one on, and it operated absolutely smooth from our initial shots.
So basically, we have it just fully unlocked, the gas port. So,
but the ejections were all perfect.
Like 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock. So.
Which somebody else you might have different experience if you don't have an adjustable gas block, or if you have adjusted to a different suppressor or something like that. But as far as our shooting went, I mean, it was perfect right out the gate, so no complaints there.
Yeah, I think the last thing you have anything else to kind of say?
No, not really. I mean,
I guess just at some point here, I will just add last thing actually that kind of came to my mind. I just don't believe the Huxwrx warranty. I guess if like some people look at it, because I know these are investments. They are 3D printed, and I believe they quoted that they're only good for about 20,000 rounds, which is still a lot of rounds, but I wish they would offer lifetime or like just like a free cleaning, or, you know, I would
fairly serviceable though. You can take it apart and kind of, you know, get inside.
Not this one.
No, but you can get into it a little bit and clean out some of that carbon buildup and stuff. Yeah. Obviously, you need like a set of brushes, but I mean, it's not completely serviceable. Like you could take all the baffles apart, but you could still, you know, take the top shroud off and at least, you know, clean the muzzle out if you had to, or the flash hider. So that's, I mean, it's not terribly, you know, hard, but 20,000 rounds is a lot of rounds too.
That's a lot of rounds, And people can talk about, you know, it should be more like the RC2. I know Grantham posted like he has like 80,000 rounds, or just the RC, the Gen 1. He has like 80,000 rounds, but that's a military, you know, rated suppressor. This is a civilian use kind of thing. But besides that, if you have anything else to kind of add?
No, I'd say you know, if you're looking at it from a price point perspective, I would, you know, $1,300.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Plus
money.
the $200 extortion fee.
Right, exactly. This thing was sitting in jail for quite a while, so that's, you know, that's always fun. But yeah, no, if you don't see the point of buying a suppressor, I'd say put your money into training. I mean, honestly, get out there and get shooting. I mean, you're only going to get better. I mean, this is obviously a tool to help you out when you're shooting, but if you can't afford it, I mean, put money into training and get better with your rifles and get some ammo stocked up. And but other than that, no, you got nothing else.
All right. Abolish the NFA and the ATF. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck.
What?
I didn't rack mine.
All right. I have the owner of, well, not the owner of the Huxwrx, but the owner of this
Specific.
I'm the owner of this specific can of the 556K.
Cut that shit the fuck out.
Dude, it's just a blooper.
It's just fucking
stupid.
Pacific, but... Alright.
Alright.